I did. I remember.
Quadrangle
White?
smell.
Didn't he play? Stan? Something? I think it's Stan White.
Unitas. Johnny Unitas.
Just the legends, man. The records. The glory.
The glory days. We gotta think of how you're gonna start the podcast, man. We can at least come up with that tonight. Like how we're gonna start it.
Hey, hello there.
Hey, good afternoon.
Just
Auditorium 4.
Hola.
Thank you. Enjoy the show.
Thank you for choosing.
because everyone told me I need to be quieter.
The week.
Please locate the
They told you that?
exits in the front.
They
and
didn't
rear
say it.
of the theater.
They
Specifically.
didn't say it like that.
They didn't just come out and say
yeah,
it.
no, dude was like,
They danced around.
yeah, I put a warning though at the beginning because it just sort of boom comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
If someone has their
From.
if someone has their earbuds in or whatever, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden, bam, in your face.
So yeah, you've had a couple things you've been jotting down.
This
man.
is the
Just
week
gonna get more like.
No, I'm just. That's what I'll do. Just hold on.
This
Hold on,
is
let
the
me
week
get my-
of.
get my
I can just get my recorder going, man.
sound recorder. I mean, why not?
All right, we're just gonna start it off. We're gonna hopefully acquire some good sound bites.
Week of with Carson Miller, James Baker, and
Hey.
Brian Cole.
I think we should make our last names we should give our last names, but have them be different last names than what our real last names are.
Right. Oh man, I can't come up with a last name. Not like that. Not that quick.
Just
No,
call
we
me
can-
Jimmy Four Quarters.
We can
Call
figure
you
it
out.
out, man.
Jimmy Four Quarters.
This is Jimmy.
I'm Jimmy Four Quarters. Well, you
Give me a nickel, I will beat you up.
Why they call you 4 quarters, Jimmy?
That's because I always got 3/4.
Cause
But Mobs.
I play all game and I get the bucks.
That's true. It does get the bucks. Funny story, not really funny. I had a $1 coin. I have no idea where the heck it went.
I saw you fiddling around with
Yeah, it
the
was
old
huge.
coin,
It was huge, man. It was huge. I don't know what happened to it.
$1
Coin. What's it worth?
$1 coin.
Well, just point a circle on the piece of paper.
You see that right here on the piece of paper. I don't know. I can't really do a Johnny Carson.
Oh, well, there.
Well, there.
Where the Ed?
It seems that.
So you like to drink, Ed? Ed McMahon did like to drink. So. He's an Irish.
Was that his sidekick or something?
Yeah, it was Ed McMahon. It was
Shit, I don't know.
yeah,
His name,
Star Search. Ed McMahon. He used to fuck.
I don't know.
Publishers Clearinghouse,
I don't.
I think.
James.
Don't look at me,
Dude,
man. I'm
I'm
an
gonna be
uncultured
honest,
schmuck.
An uncultured schmuck. I wouldn't.
You heard it here first,
I wouldn't
folks.
say that. I wouldn't say that. I feel like.
I feel like
I
we're all
don't-
pretty cultured,
Dude,
man.
When y'all, I can't
Yeah.
even do a Johnny Carson impression if I wanted to.
With y'all.
I mean, I just know what he sounds like.
White?
It's like every other talk show host does their Johnny Carson impression at least once. So
You hear a
I've
lot
heard it
more
over the
Ed
years.
Sullivan's. His was a little
Yeah.
bit easier. Really big shoes. Really big shoes.
What? Is that what he's known for?
The Beatles.
Yeah.
They got big shoes.
That was more.
I just know what he sounds like from Pulp Fiction, but I don't know if that's
Vincent Price.
if that's actually what he sounds like.
Vincent Vega.
No, Vincent
Vince Vega.
Price.
Vince Vegas.
Well, that was.
Oh my god.
That was
It was
that was the guy
Uma Thurman.
playing Ed Sullivan though. Well, I know that was Uma Thurman,
Right.
but
What's your name?
what's your name?
Moondog?
Who's this fella you got here?
Boomhauer.
Who's this fella you got here?
Boomhauer is
Sorry. We're not getting the best out of this podcast.
It's fine.
Dude,
23 minutes, dude. We could start something right now. We could go on
The-
one subject.
Fudge.
I like that. All right, let's just Carson, give us a discussion.
Is it?
Just question.
Is it?
Something you want answers
Oh.
for?
What? No, you
Uh,
go.
We were on to something. Go.
Yeah.
Let it flow.
Well,
Maybe we can-
I was gonna say, which one of you guys wants to come with me to Area 51 and storm Area 51?
Is this something that we can actually
No,
do?
I don't think I can do it.
Carson,
My
you can
wife
go,
won't
man.
let
I don't
me.
want to get shot.
Dude, haven't they like moved to Area 51 though?
I'm sure. I
Or they
feel like
said they've moved.
I don't know, man. I don't. I assume they've expanded Area 51, if anything.
Right.
But I mean, they still don't let people.
Yeah,
on
that's
there.
no nonsense, man.
Generally, though, they just arrest people.
We'd have to really do our research.
However,
I still don't believe in alien visits, so I mean, I honestly just think Area 51 is a nuclear test site. at
Yeah,
most.
no, it's
Is
just
that really?
that's why it's under wraps. You know, it's like high security,
they bomb all kinds of things.
I mean-
military, just military shit.
Exactly.
My whole theory is like the closest livable planet, unless people, we got aliens on Pluto or Neptune or something that we don't know about. Doesn't seem like those are very livable. So the closest livable planets, that spark life as we know it, are light years away, man. And I told you guys off recording that how the hell is anyone going to travel a light year? Just one light year, like the distance it takes light to travel 1 year. It takes light a year. I don't even know if we could go 40 miles an hour in space for a year.
That's true.
How do you take all this atmosphere and just take it on the run with you?
Warp engines.
So what's the timeline of technology here? 1,000 years?
I don't believe in warp engines.
The Albuquerque Drive. I don't remember how to pronounce
Albuquerque?
it. No, it's not Albuquerque.
Walter
ABQ.
White.
I took a long
Oh,
left turn in Albuquerque.
ABQ. You guys keep talking. I have to look this up. Hold on.
Okay, we're gonna talk.
Albuquerque Drive.
We're gonna talk, all right.
About
Drive.
how warp doesn't exist,
Yeah.
and it never will, because warp drive implies that you can go faster than the speed of light.
No, it implies that you will warp space around a bubble of I don't know.
But how
space,
can you affect something that's like
Okay,
millions of miles away?
I can't pronounce this.
You turn on a fan here, and
Yeah, how are we gonna get that up there?
Out-
80 billion miles away, it's moving.
Alcubierre Drive.
Okay.
Okay.
Go on.
Alcubierre Drive.
Sounds French.
I don't know, man. We're about to find out.
Usually gives you the phonetic.
Or the Alcubierre Warp Drive.
It sounds French.
Or Alcubierre Metric, referring to metric tensor. I don't know what that means. Is a speculative idea.
Oh, speculative.
Okay. Okay.
Everything's a
Okay.
speculative idea, Brian.
Yes, in the beginning it is. Based on a solution of Einstein's field equations and general relativity as proposed by Mexican theoretical physicist Miguel Alcubierre, by which a spacecraft, I'm beginning to think it's not French, by which a spacecraft could achieve apparent faster than light travel if a configurable energy density field lower than that of vacuum, that is negative mass, could be created.
So you're saying it's
I
pretty
see
fast.
what you're saying.
Well,
If you can erase matter
they
with
think,
antimatter
I mean,
or something,
yeah,
Yeah, let's just do it then
you
right
could
now.
you could reduce space and then thus shorten your travel.
true.
But I would contend
Okay,
that you need a butt ton of antimatter.
Oh, butt ton, huh?
you would, and
Science.
it is very science, and it is apparently very difficult to create.
Warp drive, I'm sorry, man. It's just. And I mean, think about this. Okay,
Thousands.
here's my assumption. Assume
Okay,
someone has warp drive.
I'm assuming
How the hell are they gonna find Earth?
that's true.
The chances are they're not in the galaxy right next
One
door.
would assume if they have warp capabilities, that they would also have the ability to. They would have definitely better telescopes and sensor equipment to tell where there may be biological life.
Other problem.
Okay,
If this is moving by removing things in its way,
it is.
what's the chances that they actually get to us and not just destroy us?
Right?
I mean, there's
Stephen
a big room for error here.
Stephen Hawking thought, we should try and find aliens because he thought they might do something like that. But a lot of people think that no civilization that has made it so far as to create a way of like traveling vast distances throughout the universe probably isn't out to destroy another planet.
Like, I no doubt, believe that, there's life other than Earth out there in the universe. Like,
Right.
I think the numbers would support that.
That would.
But I mean, as far as like, just anyone coming to Earth. Now, you can make a case that maybe there are co-planet relationships out there somewhere in the universe. But I don't think that's ever happening with Earth.
Starfleet.
Damn. Because it's like you gotta travel warp speed to this place, man. Warp speed's about as believable right now as like.
I barely want to
Sure.
travel at a walking pace to this place right now.
Warp speed is like equivalent to like God. It's like you can't rule it out.
Right.
You can't disprove it. Because it's out there, you can't see it. But I'm not a man of faith either.
What do you think about the theory that there's an exact clone of us out there somewhere in different universes? Because there are infinite universes.
It makes sense.
I think
There
that's
could be infinite clones of us.
But you got to think, man.
Exactly.
Do they all look exactly like
This exact conversation is happening somewhere else.
But you are the product of like.
But I'm saying what you're saying.
Many organic
saying
relationships that are very complex.
This is a very
right.
So
very
you think about it like you could have a kid with anyone, right?
Yeah.
You are like, and I hate to get all nerdy on you, but you are at least whatever the Earth sizes population, factorial, like that multiplied by every number below it.
Right.
Possible combinations of like different types of people, possibly having different conversations. You add even more ginormously small probability to it. So it's like, sure, but I would imagine if there's some sort of formal probability to it, it's in like the 1 over like zillion. Like not even a number big. Like
there's a universe out there where James was like, yeah, but you would need something like matter. Or do you? I would assume they would just still call antimatter their matter. They would just call it matter.
James B, you're out there somewhere, man.
They might call it something else.
James 2.
Planet Earth.
But it still doesn't answer my question. Who's coming with me, guys?
To Area 51?
Yeah, we're going to Area 51.
Well, if we can
I'm scared of the government.
Yeah. Tell you, man. You know what? We don't even have to rush it. We just watch everything go down.
Just get some binoculars, man.
But you have to watch from inside in order to see what's going on.
Well, no, we'll watch. Yeah, we'll watch from like I don't know, top of a hill somewhere nearby. Just a bunch of binoculars. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch a bunch of
like,
YouTube
"Jeez,
videos
these
and
guys."
History Channel. All right.
Right.
And that'll be good
Get your
enough.
ancient
I think I can
aliens
learn
on.
tons about Area 51 from that.
Study up.
Have you seen that Louis Theroux documentary where he tries to go to Area 51?
No.
The British BBC guy.
No.
The journalist or whatever.
Like when you say tried to go.
Oh, he tried, man. He got all the way there, and then trying to go up a hill, basically, like miles away from it. There's just like cops that are like, "We're gonna shoot you."
Oh yeah, the camo dudes and their white.
And they will threaten to
white
shoot
trucks.
you, man.
They will.
They're pretty forceful.
But there have been
they're
people
there
who
just to
very
intimidate
recently. I mean, I say very recently, but I mean within like years, have been caught. One of them was like accidental. They didn't realize that they were going over. They didn't realize they had gone over whatever the border into the actual base, and yeah, they just arrested him. If anything, I think they ended up calling like the local police to come and arrest them. Like they detained them, and then the cops came and took them.
And then what do you get?
They
just
literally,
like, okay, go.
yeah, they made it like 5 feet over, and they just like, I mean, they didn't pounce on them, but they put on the lights and they drove right up. I mean, because they follow behind you the whole way in and the whole way out, just to make sure you're not going to do something stupid.
When's the last time like the people got the last say? It's like over law enforcement.
Right. Well, I would say if there's actually going to be 300,000 people there, which I don't know.
That's a pretty big if.
That'd be something to see.
We could do it, man.
I mean, honestly, I always thought like the best way to get the answers just go there en masse.
Yeah.
Get some camera crews with you from some news stations and be like, we're running in Area 51, folks. You know.
But
yeah, and then they
It
just
takes
start.
a village.
Then they just start like blasting you.
I mean, you know, they got
Whatever.
riot control gear, you know, and also, I mean,
I don't know, man.
if we all the way over in Maryland could figure out this big storming of Area 51 on a
Right.
certain date, you don't think like a military base could figure it out?
Look, guys, the place to storm is Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and I believe that's in Ohio.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. Which is way closer, technically. Not even technically, but closer than Area 51. And they are the ones that apparently took on the UFO that crashed at Roswell. Like when it left Roswell, it was transported to Wright-Patterson. So they have alien wreckage there.
Mm.
Yeah. We can just go there.
I'm raising my eyebrows, people.
Aliens, he says.
Aliens. Leader from another planet. Take us to your leader. Let me touch your wiener. That's getting edited out.
No, dude, gay aliens. Man.
Would you do an alien?
I mean,
We
my
include-
guess is if there are aliens, they're probably asexual.
Well, we like to include all types of aliens here.
Anytime I've ever seen a picture of an alien, they don't have any junk.
All right. Well, if there's an identical copy of me having the same conversation out there, there's got to be an alien with some junk.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
There definitely is.
I'm just saying,
a good
like,
percentage of animals.
I'm
have
just
junk.
saying the ones
Yeah.
I have seen drawn pictures of by people who claim to have been abducted don't have junk.
What if you saw like a thick alien dude, like some big old alien titties?
Hey, girl, look good.
they're all really skinny, dude. Like in all the comics and sci-fi
Right,
and stuff.
right.
But, dude, what if they just one
Oh,
thick
man.
alien dude? All the boy aliens are staring at.
Got like a
They're,
nice-
they're still a little bit more archaic, and
Wow.
they're still catcalling this alien.
A lot of beeping noises.
It's got like a tramp stamp or something like that.
Wear the pink shorts
Yeah.
or the sweatpants.
Baby fat.
Yeah,
It's gonna
dude.
be like
Gotta love handles. man.
alien fat. Yeah,
Seriously.
a little gray alien with love handles.
Who said it's got to be bipedal?
That's true.
Man, we're really cutting right through to the stuff people want to hear about here.
I mean, we have been on aliens now for a while.
It's the topic of the day.
Sorry,
It's
I
the
was-
week of.
I
aliens.
started it, and well, technically speaking, yeah, no, I started it. I was gonna say we started with Warp Drive, but we didn't. Warp Drive evolved from
Area 51.
Area 51, exactly.
You know
And then I had to
my.
figure out a guy's name, Albuquerque.
Interesting.
Albuquerque, Miguel Albuquerque.
What's something else we can talk about here? We're
What
just
else
gonna cut
can we
until
talk
can find a
about?
new
How
subject.
about? I mean, there was the awesome the Coast Guard, which honestly I didn't. I kind of knew they probably had like a specialized force
Dude.
of dudes, but this Coast Guard dude jumping on like a fucking moving submarine.
I never heard of it. It was like a semi-submersible vehicle.
Yeah, I mean they use them. They've been using those for like years to like get.
I guess I've just never seen one.
Coke to America.
Yeah, apparently
But,
Columbia acquired them from like Russia back in the day,
I'm sure
man.
they did. I'm sure, and those are our allies,
Yeah.
not the Russians.
So
the
they-
Colombians.
So they say.
Yeah, but that was pretty awesome.
He just starts banging on the roof.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's like, all right,
I was like, why? I mean, he's gonna open. He's gonna
just don't open it.
I'm just saying.
Just gonna ride it out,
And
man.
yeah, I've
Don't
been-
open that door.
I've just been thinking, all those people who are probably hurting for coke right now.
So how many people do you think were on that vessel? The submarine that got
I
wrecked?
mean, it couldn't have been that many. I mean,
How much?
yeah, 5.
How much cocaine are we talking?
Oh, jeez, hold on. Hold your jimmies.
Scarface levels.
I mean,
Well, I mean, it's not quite as much as what was on that boat in.
shout out U.S. Coast Guard, though.
Right?
I mean,
It wasn't as many as was on the on that cargo ship.
that's some
Let's see here.
Balls, man.
I'm just saying, man. J.P. Morgan owns the company, owns the boat, or something to that effect.
They could have been threatened,
and-
too. It's like, hey, take this
Oh,
coat to
man.
America or I'll kill you.
If anything, J.P. Morgan's the one making the threats and making money on the side selling coke to the entire world. Well,
Aw, man,
U.S.
they could just afford to just spend that on one big party.
We don't want any lawsuits here. We don't want JP Morgan suing us.
Yeah, it's all right, man.
Well, I don't know. This article just says 55 smuggling suspects
they're only super
were
rich
taken
and
into
powerful.
custody,
Yeah.
but this is talking over like
hurt
a
us.
period of time with multiple seizures and stuff like that. Seizures. What's up?
He's a good Pokemon.
Seizures.
Caesar?
Caesar. He was the evolved form of Scyther.
Oh, yeah.
I had him.
He was like made of scissors.
He was made out of scissors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Scissor
Okay,
claws.
I don't know.
And
I know
like
that
metal
I
claws.
Big meaty claws.
Basically only know the original, 150?
101 Dalmatians.
That
Is
was,
it-
it was Gen 2. Hey, man, good movie.
Yeah. Which one?
The live action one, dude.
Some evil as... You did a what now?
The live action one is great.
With Jeff Daniels?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I've never seen it.
Really? It's got Glenn Close in it.
I probably saw it as a child.
Hugh Laurie is in it.
Glenn Close is a great Cruella de Vil.
House is in it. And, yeah, Hugh Laurie.
Oh, House.
Yeah, he's in it. And,
House.
and the Weasley's dad from the Harry Potter films is also in it.
Ron's dead.
Ron's dead. No.
Sounds like you said Ron's dead.
Well, that's what that's how you do it, man.
One of them's dead. What? Fred?
Fred
Fred
Weasley?
died?
The real life guy?
No. Did you read the books?
I watched the films.
Yeah,
The books were way
I think it
better.
was Fred. Please don't quote me on that. I don't want to be misquoted.
The older brother.
Don't you hate that?
What? Being misquoted by people?
When people are always
I'm gonna
like,
be honest. I don't
the
say
books
too
were
many.
way better.
Oh yes. I was
I'm
gonna
like,
say I don't
okay.
say enough quotable
Okay.
things for people to quote them.
Glad your strained eyes enjoyed it.
I just wrote that down.
I'm a simpleton, like I said.
I'm just I saw the movie, well, the first two movies before I even read one of the books.
What, 101 Dalmatians?
No, Harry Potter. Yeah, the 101 Dalmatians book, quite a read.
Okay.
It's a really hefty book.
Quite touching. Quite
It's
touching.
about 15 pages long.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It's more than I've read.
I don't know. It was like one of those golden stories books for like little kids. It's like that big,
Right.
like that.
And then she said,
Yeah, it
the
was just
puppy's
like,
darling of course. That's what I'm
I want
talking
to make
about.
a coat out of them. Can't put that in a movie nowadays.
No, but I'm sure Disney will remake it in live action again.
Sure.
She was the antagonist, man. Who cares? You can get a little,
That's true.
you can get a little muffed up with the bad guy.
Muffed up.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, you guys want to smoke a cigarette?
Yes.
We're gonna smoke a cigarette.
I mean, smoking's bad.
Carson isn't
Welcome.
because he's a good boy.
Yeah, I don't smoke cigarettes.
Well,
James and I are.
On a steel horse I ride.
Do it.
And I'm wanting, dead or alive.
Well, now I want to go home and watch Deadliest Catch.
They play that in the...
It's the intro
They
song.
play some, yeah, I was going to say some Bon Jovi song they play at the very beginning, but I don't know which one. And I'm pretty sure that's it.
Bon Jovi. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Rip. Oh man, I want to talk about Rip Torn. Shit.
Rip Torn, dude, and Stephen Hawking.
Oh, fuck. And Stephen Hawking.
Gone too soon, both
Gone
of them.
too soon.
Different
Probably
time.
more Stephen Hawking than Rip Torn, but
So, yeah, alcohol abuse, you said. Something like that, right?
well,
Rip Torn.
he got in trouble for, driving drunk and other various things. I'd have to look it up. I only know him from his film career.
Well,
This
yeah,
has
what the
been-
kids are saying.
The week of.
And this has been the
Thanks for listening, folks.
this has been the week of.
Remember, smash that like button.
Member supported, 88.5.
In the midnight hour.
I can't guarantee that.
Up in the 11th hour, we've got
certain taste in Australian red.
Got all kinds of
Jazz after hours.
We should.
Oh, doing advertisements?
Yeah.
Stuck in the jazz.
Australian style red soft licorice?